a cigarette with a match from last July, the one we stole from the diner off Route 9. You said everything real gets archived too late, then left lipstick on the paper cup like fate. My heels cracked on the sidewalk of your goodbye. That was the day I learned silence doesn't cry. I watched our love like a Sunday matinee, half asleep, half hoping you'd ask me to stay. The reel kept spinning even when the screen went black. Some stories end before they ever look back. There's a photo booth strip in my drawer of sins. I keep it next to the key you never used again. You whispered dreams like they came from someone else's skin. Funny how lies wear perfume when they begin. You said I'm not made for always, just for now, and poured truth in my glass with a twist of a brow. I watched our love like a Sunday matinee, half asleep, half hoping you'd ask me to stay. The reel kept spinning even when the screen went black. Some stories end before they ever look back. I drive past that closed down movie house where you first told me the sky could lie. Now all it shows are posters torn by time, just like your promises framed in white. You were my frame of a dream I couldn't keep. Not tragic, not cruel, just buried too deep, like popcorn on the floor, half eaten, left behind. A love too soft for the world to rewind. Mama read hands in a motel bar, said I'd fall for a man with a getaway car. She wore lace gloves and a rosary smile, told me beauty lasts, but only for a while. I kept her tarot in my purse for luck, played cards with fate, but I never won much. She said truth is a mirror, it breaks when you stare. I never asked again what was written there. I'm the daughter of a palm reader, dreaming down the 101. In my heart I keep a theater, playing scenes that came undone. You were neon, you were thunder, but I was born to live under someone else's sun. She drank pink wine in a wedding dress, told me grace was just what comes after a mess. Said don't chase gold in a land of sand, so I kissed boys who never held my hand. Fortune fades and cities fall. I painted my name on the back of a bathroom stall. Still waiting for the sign, still reading every line like it means more than just the rhyme. I'm the daughter of a palm reader, driving west into the flame. Every lover, every leader, they all forget my name. You were thunder, you were neon, but I was born to believe in what's already gone. Mama's voice on the radio, baby, you were meant for more. But all I see in this roadshow is the same motel door. And I knock, and I knock like I'm sure. I saw you by the candlelight. Your hands were folded tight, leather shoes, black coat, eyes too proud to cry. The choir sang of heaven while I watched you from the back. We hadn't spoken since the night you never came back. You look like winter, but burn like July. And every word they said felt like a lie. Snow fell on the chapel roof. You stood there quiet as truth. Your father's gone, the cold sets in, and I still taste your sin. They read the names, they sang the hymn, but all I saw was you again. Snow fell on the chapel roof, and so did I. I wore my Sunday lipstick that you used to kiss, the one you said made me look like something dangerous. You glanced back just once, like a page you shouldn't read. But baby, you and I were always built to bleed. The bells kept ringing, but I stayed still. I came to mourn, but I loved you still. Snow fell on the chapel roof. You stood there quiet as truth. Your father's gone, the cold sets in, and I still taste your sin. They read the names, they sang the hymn, but all I saw was you again. Snow fell on the chapel roof, and so did I. We were kids in summer's game, running fast, forgetting names, and now you light a candle slow, and I'm the one you'll never know. So close the doors, let silence grow. I walk out alone, you'll never know what it meant to see you cry beneath the snow. One last time under the chapel roof. built a garden in my mind, full of colors I can't find. People pass, they never stay, like streetlights lost in day. Mom said truth is never loud. Dad said pride can wear you out. I sat alone and wrote it down. Now I wear it like a crown. There's glass in the garden, I know I walk it slow. I don't cry, I watch it glow. Pain made a path, but I still go. You don't need to run just to grow. She said love is not a plan, it's just knowing where you stand. He gave silence as a gift. I learned how to read the rift. Life's a room you clean each night. Make your bed, then lose the light. If it hurts, that's half the fight. If you're scared, it means you're right. There's glass in the garden, I walk it slow. I don't bleed, I let it show. Hope isn't soft, it's just slow. You don't need to shine just to glow. Dreams that wore disguise, now I wear them in my eyes. Every cut became a map to places I won't turn back. So plant your fear and let it climb. Not every storm has to take you home just like before, though we don't call it home no more. The city blinked in yellow light. We talked about the weather, not the night. You laughed at something on your phone. I nodded like I wasn't alone. Then we stopped right by your street. You looked at me, said good to meet, and I smiled like I knew what to say. But some goodbyes feel safer that way. No promises, no tearful rain. Just take care and not again. The train was late, I didn't mind. Watched the people walk in lines. Some kissed, some ran, some stared ahead. I just thought of things we left unsaid, and I smiled But good love never learns how to stay. No, we should talk, no, let's pretend. Just soft shoes turning round the bend. I walked you home just like before, but we don't do that anymore. She sat where pine and silence met, in his old coat, her silhouette. She laughed like dusk was made of wine. He called her wild like it meant mine. He carved her name on bark and bone, his hands unsure, her heart unknown. They left a ring on granite's face, a vow the wind refused to trace. I've seen such love too fast to name, a candle lit without a flame. I'm not a mirror, but I keep what lovers drop when dreams don't sleep. He said some hearts are meant to roam. She thought it was a flame, a home. They move like time would never sting. She left the sin of early spring. They kiss like clocks were made to lie, and still I hold the wire. She came alone when branches thinned, with letters folded like her chin. She fed me paper one by one, each line a stone, each word a sun. One road of rings and waiting doors, one side of nights he came no more. The last just said I won't be when chasing a man who won't begin. She stopped when frost replaced the dew, but I still echo what she knew. I'm not the moon, but I recall the rise, the fall, the silent call. He spoke like glass about to break. She smiled like she'd outgrown ache. He vanished into rust and smoke. She vanished as the elm trees broke. The ring sank deep with barely sound, but some things don't stay down. They weren't for chapel bells and grace, more thunderstorm than warm embrace. But if you asked if it was real, yes, the kind you never heal. Now I hold the ring where the moss grows thin, in the hush where love is slept. She gave too much to one who strayed. He lost what he never kept. The world moves on with careless feet, but some things cling like rust. I am the stillness no one names, but I remember us. Now I hold the ring and silence sings of a girl who gave too much. The world forgets, but I do not. The